responsible organization. So, as a business, those are the things that we have done during the COVID pandemic in last year. We also look at our model as a business and say, what can we do to achieve so things? One, we know our businesses are struggling, companies are not making as much money. What can we do to find a way to reduce their current cost of running business? Even though they've signed contracts with us for a value, you can go back to them and say, we want to save you so much money by changing the way we work. And third is that how do we improve over the last 4 years, 5 years actually, as a business, we decided to focus on technology. How can we improve that? Find ways to increase efficiencies and optimize our operation. And so those two things we focus on during the lockdown. And we were able to go back to a lot of our clients. Some were surprised. I came back to them and said, yeah, you gave us a contract, so we want to reduce. We've done the following things to reduce your cost. And some came back to us themselves and said, okay, I really do. And come back. And we're able to do that. And so that kept us in business because it's critical for us not to wait on the client tells you, take it or leave it. We cannot continue to pay these amounts, our business is suffering. But we went ahead of such discussions. And as a business, we maintained all our clients, we were happy and satisfied that we were able to consider it during the difficult period as a business. Despite the changes, services didn't drop, quality improved, focus on the employees too. But as a service company, employees are critical to what you deliver. Either in hospitality or in service delivery, your people are the key people. So, as a company, we also focus on employees. What can we do when companies were cutting salaries and we ensure that every employee continues to earn what they earn? So, first 2 months of the lockdown, companies did pay us, for the services because they closed down their office. We paid all our employees their full salary at that time, just to ensure that that connection and bond is there and ensure that people are happy doing whatever they can do to ensure the business continues. So those are the things that we've said. And for the real estate market, as we said before the discussion started, the market will continue to change as the impact of COVID, which is expected to continue in first quarter 2022, continue. We will not have the same real estate the way we used to have it, especially the commercial and retail. Those are the two places that will be greatly, even hospitality, retail, commercial. Are going to be the three places where they will have major impact. Residential, in terms of negative, immediate negative impact, because COVID spreads where you have a lot of people. So these are places where a lot of people go to, like retail, office, and hospitality, hotels. A lot of that shut down, so are struggling to come back. Not a lot of laid off employees. Same thing with retail. A lot of shops closed. What companies are doing is operating both physical and retail, and they're online, so they can survive rather than focus only on the physical. Those who are in retail outlets today, they turn their retail outlets to their distribution centers rather than just walking centers, which was designed for. So you have a couple of them doing. You want anything online, they find shops close to you and get to deliver. Some started in before COVID, but it's expanded. So those are the people that will survive the pandemic. And as I said, it's not going to go away. The impact
You're going to talk about residential.
Yeah. Residential is going to change positively, provided developers and people in the industry understand the requirements of the future real estate residential space. What people are going to be looking for is not a large accommodation, but an environment where they have assurance for security, they have assurance for collaborative environment, they have assurance for quietness, because when people want to work within their spaces, I don't want a place where from morning to evening there's noise. They all go develop residential estates on the express. And I asked the question, for what purpose? How do you build a high rise on the major road and the person in his room has to go and do double glazing to be able to stay safe in his apartment? So those are kind of things that are going to change. People have to rethink development and the way the places are developed. it must include collaborative environment within every development. It's not a social event center like we have clubhouses, but places where people can decide to want to go and walk. They don't need to go out of their estates to go and do any work. And they know they can leave their house, they feel their house is not comfortable. Or there are kids running around that you can't stop. So they can walk in a place and there is internet. So those are things that are going to drive the residential spaces. One of the challenges of residential over time is that we develop what people don't need. So there's need, but what we have is not meeting up. So there's surplus on one side and there's need on the other. So those has to change. And what I've always seen real estate in Nigeria, especially residential developers, is that we only focus on money. Somebody gives you money, you are not interested in any of that thing. You just want to throw the money on ground and let it sprout out a building. Whether that building makes sense, your consideration of going to live there. So responsible real estate is important, focusing on the environment, focusing on community, focusing on the people who live. I tell people when they say they want affordable house. I think that's not like affordable house, it's affordable living. So you can go and build an estate in Ekwe, when you expect the guys to work in Via. It's crazy. It's 5 hours on the road, going and coming or more, doesn't make it. It's not living, there's no life. But you must develop communities around them. So their office is not far, their school is not far, their market is not far, they don't need to drive 2 kilometers. In Lagos is the only place where on Sunday people drive 40 kilometers to go to church. So why do we need to? How do you want to stress yourself Monday to Saturday? And then on Sunday again, or you can walk, leave your car, just walk to the next 2 buildings away and attend service and come back. These are the kind of developments that would make sense in the future for residential. People are also conscious of the environment. Organizations today are focused on sustainability. So the footprint for real estate may not change, it's just redistributed. So I was saying before, companies globally, I'm sure it's going to come to Nigeria, where they have a central office in a place, but they're not saying instead of one central office, we can have 3, 4, 5 offices, small. So we have a 1,000 units, 1,000 square meter on the island. I can have 3 locations of 200, 150 square meters, so that my team can have collaborative environment. They don't need to drive down to the main head office every day. Maybe once in 2 weeks or once in 1 month, everybody can come. But on a daily, regular basis, they have a place where they can work and you can provide all the resources they require to ensure that they're able to. And you don't need to own it as an office. Find a company who's providing office environment, define what you want, and they know the space for you. Subscribe. Your employees to go there and they go hourly. They don't need to even do 8 to 5. They can decide to go there only 10 to 3 every day and go and finish the remaining work at home. So they also know in traffic. They also have reduction because in his own Lagos, we lost the impact of COVID. During lockdown, there was still traffic in Lagos. During COVID, there was still traffic. So people are supposed to sit at home, but there's still traffic. So we're still moving around, and the essence is reduce that. Because that's the only way you can have, sustainable living, sustainable environment. COVID is increasing and it will. There's no end in sight. Even the vaccines are not going to be all over the world by the end of the year. So we need to prepare our mind for the best and for the worst. Just to change the way we live and change the way we define our environment.
Let me take you back a bit to when you went into Facility Management years ago. What did you see at the time that made you feel that this area has
good? So I was doing my MBA. I used to be in the auto industry. I actually decided from university that I was going to go into auto. Maybe I want to do aeronautics, but I changed my mind to automobile. I saw the potential for automobile. I saw the development of the automobile industry in Nigeria, the Volkswagen, the Peugeot. And I told myself, I had an opportunity to please do the right things. So for 10 years or more, actually almost 12 years, I was in the auto industry. From production to sales to after sales. Then I was in my MBA and I had a job that has to do with maintenance. That was Mr. Biggs actually. When the idea of changing from what I was doing. Because one of the things for Lagos Business School MBA is that most of the work you do, you have to go and implement new ideas in your office. So they are trained, they ask you to do a project, an assignment, and it has to be practical assignment, not theoretical. They have to read a book and write, or you go to office, implement, and come back and make a presentation. So I was fascinated for Mr. Biggs, running several 45 at that time across Nigeria and doing that. And it came to me to say, wow. So I saw the challenges, and with my training and learning, I was able to create new systems to solve problems, things were working. And I've worked in various companies before then. I've seen the issues with building maintenance of the Nigerian. I've seen buildings falling apart, and I've asked myself, why can't we do it right? Why? If done properly. And so I had an encounter with Tony Miller, who came to our class to do a presentation. And after that, we got talking and invited me to UBA. And UBA was my first full facility management job. And that also through his own training. And I said, yeah, why not? And so when I was doing my final year project on MBS, I decided to make my project to set up a facility management company. That was my project. With other guys. And we told ourselves at that time, as of graduate, we were going to set up a company. And we were lucky to have Professor David Salabi, who is the chairman of the National Economic Committee as our project coordinator. And he gave us all the guidelines, exposed us to the opportunities more. At that time, co-location was nothing, was not existing. It was part of the thing we wanted to do, which is a big business today. Co-location for telecoms, where we share service. So I saw that opportunity, and beyond just managing buildings, real estate service, everything that goes around, and also in preparing for the MBA project, you have to study other clients, their economy, see what other companies are doing globally, and also huge potential and opportunity in that. And immediately after the MBA, we registered the company. And one was named Dome Facility Management, which merged with WSP in 2012. That's the company today. So it's the same company that was in my class as a project. It's the same company that we are still here today, running since 2008 today.
Talking about facility management, if you look at most of the structures on Marina, Broad Street, and all that, there's so many high-rises that are just looking abandoned, unkept, and all that. So does it have to do with that culture, or does it have to do
I think it has to do with people don't see the economics of it. So every time I go through Marina, our Lagos Marina is the only marina that I know, at least 1 to 3 in the world, where people don't see it as an opportunity to it's a real estate potential. You go to Cape Town Marina, people always think that you go through Cape Town Marina, you see the most expensive hotel in Africa is on that marina. Across the hotel is a shipyard repair firm where they are painting and repairing ships. Beside the shipyard repair, you see a restaurant that people are paying a hard sums of money to eat. So the environment is still the same marina. The water activity goes on. Every other thing goes. There's aquarium, one of the biggest in Africa is there. One of the biggest mall in Africa is there. So, but our own is wasting away. It's a car park, abandoned area, boys sleeping around. This is money that is lying down. So it is government to invite private people to say, because Cape Town is V&A, it's being managed by a private entity. It's to hand over the place and guys transform it, and people are going to scramble for it. Seriously, because there is potential. When I was in UBA, working at the UBA office, I've seen the front of the place and I said, why are we wasting massive assets, turning places that can turn to higher? All those places where cars are places where they can turn to higher buildings, hotels, resorts, all manner of things. This is across Marina, restaurants. So it's because we've not seen the potential. People maybe I won't call it orientation, or maybe because also people are afraid of government policies. You see, because people are saying, believe that PPP in Nigeria is still a major challenge. So the same thing I said about traffic management. You know, Lagos Ekwe Express, for instance, just sign up an agreement with the Japanese to put a rail line on that. They will make their money in 2 years. Because there is volume of people there who will be extremely glad to leave their car at home and hop into a train. And they don't need to do major construction, they do overhead train. Face me, I face you train. And they will move people around with just 3 or 4 terminals. So this is an opportunity for government needs to create the environment where people, and I'm very sure that the people who are, as I'm talking about the marina, are also thinking the same way. And this is a huge, opportunity that is wasting away. So all those buildings will be forced to, because people in front, people are going to develop the front. So their rental value will reduce, the asset value they will be forced to upgrade. When 4, 5 houses is coming in front of them. You go to Dubai Marina, there was an old marina that was converted, it was renewed. They had to rebuild, they knocked down all the old buildings and rebuild afresh. And that's what they call downtown Marina, downtown Dubai. All the value of the assets there. So it's because of the way we perceive assets. As we know, before we're talking about unutilized assets. The line, same thing, go to the back of Marina, all the buildings there are federal government, this is the federal government building not occupy, some commercial buildings, some banks, debt banks, branches are still there on the Marina that should be crying for money. We have former defense head office. Yeah, it's wasting away that can be turned to residential, 1-room residential apartment for people working on the island. Before they finish, it will be fully subscribed. So these are things that the Marina can be turned to, but people probably are afraid of what kind of government we've seen in Lagos, especially where you have successive government changing. Whenever one government has signed, new one comes and says, sorry, I was not part of it. I'm going to start my own. Those are issues that needs to be dealt with from the governmental point of view. But Lagos is a place where every opportunity, every issue or challenge is an opportunity. Traffic is an opportunity. On that axis, truly, challenge one of the former commissioners of Lagos, I say, why are we not thinking about putting a rail on that road? We don't even need to spend Lagos money, 1 naira. Just do the numbers, the volume of people on that road. I live on that axis. I'm ready to park my car out. I tell you when I go to London, you go to the train station, you see people fully suited, expensive suited, with their briefcase in train station. Entering train. So why can't we have the same thing? Who says they don't want to? People want to. People don't need to sit in executive class. They know the stress of being in traffic for 3, 4, 5 hours. And the train sitting uncomfortable. 45 minutes, 30 minutes, you're where you're going. Why not?